right by Royal West Norfolk Golf Course here in Brancaster. And if you have a look here, we've got lots of management in play to protect this coastal area. So behind me, we've got riprap. Riprap is a type of hard engineering. These massive rocks, when the wave crashes on the rocks and it goes through the cracks will dissipate the energy of the waves. So when we experience a high tide or a storm surge, like I explained in my previous video, these rocks will dissipate the energy, which in this instance will protect the clubhouse for the golf club. We also have these nets, where you can see here, dune preservation area, please keep off. We have these netting which allow as an obstacle for the sand to build up in front of it to try and grow the sand dune to make it bigger. Now, sand dunes such as this are natural parts for coastlines. These are natural defences to help protect this area. And this soft engineering method allows us to protect the coastline in very much a natural way to make it look like it normally would. What you can also do is dune preservation, where you protect the dune and you do lots of planting, dune stabilisation, by planting marram grass. We can see the marram grass growing here in the background, and the marram grass will help bind the sand together, like I said in my last video, which will help protect a coastal area such as this. So people should not be standing on these dunes, they shouldn't be going near them really, to allow the marram grass to grow and to allow this sand dune to stay and act as a coastal barrier. Another type of soft engineering that you can consider is beach nourishment. Now, beach nourishment is where you take sand, that could be from dredging out in the sea, where you dig in the ocean and you take out sand, or you could take it from a beach further along and you dump it on the beach, and that allows the beach to get bigger, and that stops and acts as a barrier to protect this coastline. Another key way to help protect this area. Now, when you're considering which type of management to use, you must think about cost. Riprap such as this, there's also a seawall further along, is very expensive and also can be quite unsightly. Lots of locals, tourists that come to this area won't want this whole beach covered in riprap, so you need to think of a management method like this that will protect this area, this clubhouse, but won't stop people visiting this area. That's where dune stabilisation, having fencing and netting such as this to help the dunes get bigger, having beach nourishment, which will cost less and will allow tourism to continue to occur here, and will allow this coastal system to be protected from risks of coastal erosion such as hydraulic action and abrasion. Now, I mentioned and touched on in my last video this idea of rising sea levels. If we continue to burn fossil fuels, if we continue to do things that are going to impact our natural environment and impact the melting of glaciers, that could cause real problems to coastal systems such as this. Rising sea levels will then mean that the water will come higher, could affect the areas such as this, and could cause increased coastal flooding and also coastal erosion, causing major problems to these areas. This means that planners, local councils need to consider which management will we do along coastlines such as this to help protect and preserve these areas for future generations. Once again, this is some brilliant geography in action, and next time we're going to be looking at salt marshes, the formation of salt marshes, and the importance of salt marshes for coastal systems. Some great geography in action.